What's up, guys? This is yours truly. This is Chaz C. Warmington. Yay! AKA All That Chaz, AKA Lupus Slayer. So, I wanted to tell you guys about myself because a lot of people always ask me, like, what do you do? Who are you, woman? Like, you just seem to appear out the blue, like, give us some kind of answers or something. I'm curious. Okay. Well, you got to roll your tongue. You got to say it like they do in church, like the preacher. Well, that means you mean business, that you're ready for that. Give a very nice and educated response and answer. Okay, so that's what that means when you go, well. Have to make your face look like this. This just means you're serious. This is a serious matter here, okay? Very serious here. Well, about myself is, let me stop clowning. I can't help it. I'm really goofy, you guys. Woo! That's something you definitely going to learn about me. I'm a very goofy, silly person, okay? But on a serious note, I'm actually a single mom. I'm so proud of my son, single mom. I am the daughter of a beautiful, sensational, magnificent, wonderful philanthropist, humanitarian mother who gives to the point where, you may have to restrict her and tell her it's okay to say no, because she don't know how to say no. So that's why I'm here. I'm the voice of reason for her. I'm that angel that sits on, angel that sits on the right shoulder to tell her it's okay. You don't have to always give to show the love of God. It's okay to say no sometimes, Say no. But then I be having the little horns on this shoulder, the left shoulder. They be like, nah, just let them use her. Let them use her, take advantage of her. She'll learn one day. If she don't learn, oh well. I came off the shoulder. But anywho, but that's just a general stuff. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, actually out on the outskirts of Atlanta, in one of the DeKalb County cities. And I do a lot of philanthropy work. Right now, I have a campaign. It's called the Gloves On campaign. And I'm advocating for people with chronic illnesses and diseases and disabilities. My campaign is so important to me. It's as important to me as my entertainment company, which is Z Entertainment Networks, LLC. And that's why I abbreviate it as NHEEZ. A lot of people thought I was trying to match this popular magazine in Atlanta, but it wasn't. I don't know. I think I probably had my name. I don't know if I had my name before them, but it's really close. The only difference is the very first letter, but everything else is spelled just alike. But that's their spelling. Mine is actually, like jargon or abbreviation or initials. That's the proper term. It's the initial of my actual entertainment company. So, but my philanthropist and advocacy work is more important than anything, right? Especially at this point and stage in my life. And the reason why it's so important and passionate, and I'm so passionate about it, is because I have learned through experience. I'm one of those type of people that do feel like experience gives you a better outlook on things. It makes you more compassionate. It helps you to be more understanding, more considerate, and it gives you a different sense and perspective on things than someone who has never experienced it. But even though they have a good heart, know that this may be a good thing, or I may not be the best situation or the best thing for a person until they actually go through it and realize and understand what people deal with who are actually dealing with those exact situations and issues. It gives them a different perspective, and it opens their eyes even the more. I've always been a very compassionate person. I've always been a charitable person, always been a giving person, a loving person, for the most part. Now I get my ways now. That you got, don't set me on fire now. And you're going to see a alternative side of a sister, okay? But with my but with my advocacy work, this campaign, Gloves On, the campaign is like, it's time to put on your gloves, it's time to fight. You know, as boxers do when it's time to fight, they square out, they put on their gloves. They don't take their gloves off to fight, they keep them on, even though they do have, you know, the AMA. I should know, dang, I used to want to be one of those fighters. MMA, whatever fighters. One of them, would they fight with their bare hands? Yeah, I used to want to do that. Whew, I had issues. Yeah, I had some serious psychological issues. I was going through it. But I realized going through my illnesses, how hard and how difficult it is for people to actually get help. And it's really sad that in this country, this nation, people who really need disability and really need medical care and medical help cannot get it. It's like they see you through so much unnecessary changes. You're already sick, you're already dealing with things, and then they see you through all these unnecessary changes. So I actually do advocacy work to hopefully change the process, especially with disability, because I don't feel like any court should have the say-so to override your medical records, especially when you have a consistent history of a, disabling condition and illness that it has clearly shown that, these are the symptoms of it, this is what it causes, it's high risk for this person to be trying to do certain things. I think, no judge should have the right to then disregard everything that your medical history and records and doctors have shown on a consistent basis and tear you down for disability. So I'm trying to find a way that will eliminate the courts. And one of the ways that I came up with is just being able to go directly through Social Security without the court. I believe once you have your doctors, if say get 2-3 different opinions from 2 or 3 doctors that specialists in that particular area of medicine, of medical issue, and if they all come to agreement and then they all sign off on that paperwork, then that should be more than enough for you to get your disability. So that's one of the ways that I'm really trying to wean the court out of it. And I think it's all about money in a way. The courts get paid for that, So the state is always, an agenda. But to get money from the federal government, that is, to support them with that. And then they can just really take that money and delegate it somewhere else like they always do. That's why every time every state, when they get audited, it's always 10 millions plus dollars that are suddenly unaccountable for, lost, misplaced, mishonored, miscellaneous, and they don't have no idea where it went to. We know where it went to. You stop playing dumb in here. Moving along. But that's something that I'm actually doing, working on now, and that's so crucial to me. Again, because of the experience that I may have personally had going through disability and battling illnesses and chronic diseases and illnesses myself, which 2 of the most aggressive ones that I deal with is called lupus, SLE, with mixed connective tissue disease. It doesn't just affect the immune system, the autoimmune system, it also affects my body tissue, my muscle tissues. It breaks it down and makes me very weak, where sometimes I struggle picking up something like this lip gloss. This is very light. We all know that, right? But there's times I can't even pick this up. I have no strength in my body. Like, I know it sounds ludicrous, especially seeing me sitting here like this, and I'm holding this with no problem, at ease. Well, there comes a lot of moments, a lot of times where I can't even hold this. I can't even form my hand to grip, because it not only does it make me weak, but it can also cripple me with the rheumatoid arthritis, because it causes rheumatoid arthritis. So a lot of times I have problems holding things. I stumble a lot when I'm holding things. I drop things a lot, and so that has become a norm, unfortunately for me, in my situation with battling these chronic illnesses and diseases. So I definitely want to make sure that I definitely continue to push for that, and I really need you all support. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a link up in this video. I know you can't click on it, but it's I'm going to also put it in the post so that you all can click on it, and you can go to it and you can sign a petition, so you'll know what it's for. Now, what this petition is for, it is to have a Chronic Disease, Illness, and Disability Support Act. And I gave you a little briefing of it, but when you go and you read it, I know it's a lot of information, but please take your time out to read it so you can understand it, because with illnesses like chronic illnesses, you also have to have, it's also necessary to have an eco-friendly environment to live in, especially when you can't control the ozone like that. But inside your own home, it's very crucial that you are able to not have as much dust mites and things like that, because those are triggers and it can flare up, and it's easy for you to get respiratory infections or have respiratory issues as a result of that. Like me now, like I'm actually I'm struggling to breathe, and I don't know if you all can hear that, but this is a norm. This is what I go through, and I also have the chronic asthma too. So when you have multiple chronic illnesses and diseases, and when one acts, the other ones, it provokes the other ones to counteract or to act up too. So now you're dealing with multiple issues. So that is something that I want you all to click on the link. That's why I'm asking you guys, to click on the link in the post, under this video, above this video, and go sign that petition so that the laws can be passed where we can get the kind of service and help that is necessary. Had it not be necessary, then I wouldn't be going so hard for it. But it is a necessity, and I see that it's a necessity. That's why you have a lot of more and more people now, unfortunately, especially women, melanin women particularly. We have the highest rate in number of lupus. You got, as far as like group of people, and we have the highest rate to die from this chronic debilitating disease, and it does claim the lives of quite a few melanin women in a year. Several of us, hundreds, thousands of us in a year time frame. Okay, so definitely want to make sure that we're advocating for that and getting the help that we need in this nation. What I do for my advocacy work. Now, as far as my entertainment business, see, Entertainment Network. I pretend like I could sing, y'all just play along with me, okay? That's my imaginary talent, to be that I'm a famous song artist like Mariah Carey or her, that can really sing. Oh, I am this. Oh, I can sing. Even those imagination and in my dreams, I know that I can sing, but I don't care. I'm gonna be a famous singer star everywhere. That's not me back to reality, right? But it's my entertainment industry. Network company, that is. I love it because I get a chance to meet so many different people from all walks of life, from different parts of the world, different nationalities, different traditions, cultures, which I absolutely love. Me love it, me embrace it. So I get a chance to meet these phenomenal people. And so with my entertainment and network, I keep saying industry, with my entertainment network business, y'all pray for me. I get a chance to go and interview guests at events, on the red carpet or at the entry of the event or during the event. Like if they're in the lobby, they come, if they go get some refreshments or they just go into the bathroom. Also behind the scene footage, y'all see something in my eye, like what the hell? Have y'all do that before? When y'all try to blow stuff out your own eye, you be like, this is not working. So I'm just gonna have to sit up here and blink my eye like I'm crazy. Like hazard lights, just blink, blink, ding, ding. But I get a chance to meet people and I get a chance to interview, do behind the scene coverage for events and when people are preparing, they're rehearsing or they, getting dressed and just all of the effort that it takes, to have a phenomenal and throw a phenomenal event, because it's not easy. A lot of people think it's easy. It's 1, 2, 3. It really isn't, because not what you're doing, somebody else has already done more than likely. So the thing is, and then there could be events the same as yours that has the exact same activities or entertainment as your event. So how are you going to make your event stand out more so than the other? Well, that's where me come in, darling. Yes, that's the host. I host that event for you, girl. I host that event for you, homie. I get on that carpet for you, red carpet with that mic. Hi, thank you for coming to such event. How are you? What is your name and where are you from? And how did you find out about this event? But I interview people and I enjoy it because I love to just hear people opinions about events. I love to see people excited. I love to see people happy, just full of life, enjoying their lives and going to events and supporting other people and, engaging, mingling, networking, socializing. We just love that. And we will start back doing my own events eventually. Just bear with me. I'm getting my feet back wet, guys. I've been sick for several years, like severely sick. So I'm coming back. I have to do it gradually. I can't just jump right in like I used to, because then a shipwreck. So I don't want to have that to happen. But that's what I do. I have sponsors that are for celebrity photographers, have music artists, professional music artists that have collaborated or performed on the stage, did openings and stuff for mainstream famous artists, big name ones, like, when I talk about no little media or big name ones like Young Thug and stuff. So hey, also I'm a 2 times award winner. That's my first award back here. That is from the New Fit You event that was held by Benjamin Music group with Jabron, the music artist, and his manager, Miss Francis. And you can go to jabronmusic.com to find out more about that. But that's like my very first award. My second award that I was blessed to receive was through the Callaway radio show. If you all do not know who this lady is, you are, and you're claiming that you're a big fan of entertainment and you follow these celebrities. I'm talking about for those people who follow mainstream celebrities and stuff. Then you've been sleeping, because this lady, Miss Cassandra Callaway, she was she used to be Tony Braxton's road manager. She used to also be one of her assistants before she became the road manager. She has done so much work. Like, she has worked with so many people, from Halle Berry to interviewing people like Danny Glover and Michael Blackson. It's just like, she has a lot of experience underneath her belt. She has an amazing publicist named Miss Rhonda Manning of Glamour. Excuse me. Publications. I'm going to get the name correct so I can make sure that I, put it down here so you all can get that information. But I've been I was blessed, to receive an award from her. I was so honored to even be a nominee, and I really appreciate my supporters. Man, you guys are like the best, because you all voted for me, and I was blessed to win the award. So for celebrity event host, women entrepreneur. So I really appreciate you guys for supporting me with that. That was just like one of the best life experiences ever, to win something of that caliber. I was, because I never saw myself in that limelight. Like, I'm just like a mediocre person, mean, plain Jane, whatever. But obviously other people saw more in me than meet the eye. I guess, because I had people labeling me. Like, I didn't give myself the label of celebrity event host. I was called that. People start calling me that, and I was like, no, I'm just Chaz. They were like, no, you're not. Like, how you gonna tell me I'm just Chaz? It's just Chaz. They were like, no, you're not. No, you're not. So I started accepting it, because I didn't want to be insulted to my supporters and to people who took out time to have faith and confidence in me. But it was amazing to have that experience, and to be graced with such a phenomenal award. And so now the reason I actually came up with start doing my own publication, because at first that's how I started with my own publication. That was Z Magazine, and I had to close it down because, again, I became so ill that when I say it literally happened like that, it did. Like, I didn't have time to prepare and prep for anything, and the warning signs was always there, but me, being stubborn, I was ignoring them and was not taking heed to them, which that is my fault, because it ended up burning bridges with people and stuff, and it wasn't anything personal against them, or it wasn't me just trying to be, unprofessional or anything. I was, chronically ill, and I didn't realize the extent of the illness that I was enduring. So, unfortunately, it did interfere with, good relationships, business relationships that I had with some very elite people. And I definitely apologize to them for it, because I really didn't know how to, how to handle that. I really didn't. I didn't know how to handle it and deal with that kind of sudden change in my life, because I was in denial about how sick I was. I was really not paying it any attention. I was like, oh, I have faith. I'm going to be healed supernatural. That was healed supernatural for cancer, cervical ovarian cancer. I'll be healed from this. And I really was not accepting that I was sick as a dog, because I became very sick, even though I didn't look it. And that was the thing. I didn't always look it. You could see it at times, but I did not always look like I was going through what I was dealing with in my health. But so I appreciate that. And Howard Slaughter was the one who encouraged me. Howard Slaughter III, he's the one that encouraged me to start my online publication he would see my posts and my poems and stuff, and he would say, why don't you start, he said, you thought about starting your own magazine? I did an article in other, in very independent, small magazines I've done, and he, you know, he was like, just do your own. And so I did. I just stepped out on the faith and did it. But it wasn't just a magazine. It was also, I was very I'm very versatile and I'm very diverse as well. So, you know, I didn't try to segregate any particular audience. I didn't care if you like rock and roll. I didn't care if you like hard metal, country, you know, reggae, reggaeton, hip hop, rap, R&B, jazz, you know, it didn't matter what, you know, opera, it didn't matter. I embodied and embraced it all because I love all type of music, and I like all types of movies too. You know, I like movies in different categories, so I didn't limit myself. I was just very open and receptive of, you know, different genres and things of that nature, and because of that, it blew up really quick. It came faster than I had no idea. I was not prepared. I'm just going to be honest. I was not prepared because I had no idea that it was going to expand the way it did and grow the way it did as fast, as rapidly that it did, because it was real fast. 3 months in a year. Excuse me. By the time my year came, I had followers in over 28 different countries, you know, and supporters, like active supporters, monetary supporters as well, from over 28 different countries. So that was just incredible for me, you know, to accomplish that in a year's time, coming out of nowhere. So, you know, I give much love and respect to them. I give much love and respect to those who opened doors for me, who reached out to me and allowed me to work with them on projects like Higher Achievement charity, through Miss America 2012 US. You know, she was phenomenal. She allowed me to, her name is Nancy Cosner, and she, you know, opened doors for me, accepted me with open arms, and gave me a platform to work with her in her different charitable works and endeavors. Also, Miss Monique, Princess Monique. She's a film director, film TV director, and she allowed me to interview her and do a couple of videos of her events, coverage over her dance practices with her nonprofit organization. And then through her, I was able to meet Mr. Pharrell, Lamont Pharrell. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so excited. And I was blessed to interview him, and I really appreciate Michael Johnson. I cannot forget about him. Michael Johnson, he was working at this spot, and he allowed me to come and do the interview there, and they even blessed us with some food. Boy, they had some real good food. Boy, these chicken sandwiches gave me. So, you know, him and the owner of the spot. So, you know, like doors was open and people was giving, you know, being blessed to me. Nice Mun Jamaican restaurant in downtown Stone Mountain was one of my sponsors, and they, you know, would always feed me. They loved to feed me. So it was just a lot of things. I was being blessed with so many different people. Miss Carol of Expressive Photo, she's a celebrity photographer, and how she just embodied me. She just wanted to work with me. She just wanted to do whatever she can, and she didn't do it for the fame or anything, because she already had fame. She's well known in the West Indies community and stuff. She'd be at every event they have and stuff, so she's well known amongst, you know, mainstream music artists, you know, in that secular. So, you know, she was trying to embody me for anything, but people like that just reach out to me. I really appreciate it. There's way more people too, but this video is about to end, so let me start back over to another one.